After spending hours with this game, here's what surprised me the most. Hello, I'm NovaBlaze, and welcome to another video. These days, most of the gaming news is focused on one title, the new God of War game, God of War, Sons of Sparta. This game is a Metroidvania-style title developed by Megacat Studios and released on February 12, 2026, exclusively for PlayStation 5. Unlike the previous entries in the God of War series, this is a simple 2D but story-driven experience. This kind of different approach is common in many popular franchises such as Fallout, Hitman, and Tomb Raider. Developers sometimes like to create a different type of game within a well-known series to show their creativity in other genres. But did this game really prove that being different always means being good? Let's start with the gameplay. The game follows a relatively simple combat system with a strong focus on side-scrolling action. The combat is fast-paced, which feels natural for this style of game. An interesting detail is that Kratos uses a Spartan spear and shield, which creates a different experience compared to the powerful and iconic weapons he had in previous titles. The enemies are inspired by ancient Greek mythology, and just like before, we face many legendary and powerful creatures. At first, the developers wanted to make the game closer to the classic trilogy, something that feels like it belongs to that original era rather than events that happened before the main classic games. Despite being a 2D game, the controls feel smooth and comfortable, so you won't feel like you are playing a stiff or boring title. The DualSense controller also adds to the smooth and enjoyable experience. Like other God of War games, this title includes many secrets and mysteries for players to discover. The game has noticeable similarities to Blasphemous, although it cannot fully deliver the same dark and unique atmosphere because of the established tone of the God of War franchise. Most players who experience this game are fans of the series and are curious to see more stories about a younger Kratos. The writers of God of War, Sons of Sparta, Matt Sophos and Richard Zangren-Galbert, played major and undeniable roles in shaping the narrative of God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok 2022. Therefore, this is not just a simple spin-off with a different style, but a title that holds importance in the overall God of War universe. Now, let's talk about the story. As mentioned earlier, the game tells the story of young Kratos during his time in the Agoge. Together with his brother Deimos, he searches for a lost friend while uncovering the secrets behind Spartan training. The main narrative focuses on the development of Kratos as a character and how he eventually becomes the God of War. For fans of the series, this story is very important because it answers many questions about Kratos' past. Moving on to graphics and environment, the game is a 2D experience with soft and detailed pixel art. The environments and sound design perform better than expected and deliver a unique and satisfying atmosphere. This game proves that graphics are not everything, and that story, environment, and gameplay can define a good and entertaining experience. As for the strengths and weaknesses, the strengths include its engaging environment, compelling story especially for fans of the series, challenging gameplay that truly reflects the Metroidvania style, strong exploration elements, and excellent optimization for PlayStation 5. The weaknesses include the lack of immediate access to co-op mode, the game's exclusivity, and a relatively high price. One major controversy is that Sony announced the game as a co-op experience, but players must first complete the story mode alone before unlocking two-player mode. This decision has caused frustration, and some players argue that the game should not be called co-op because of this restriction. In my honest opinion, if you bought God of War, Sons of Sparta mainly for co-op and feel disappointed, don't worry too much. Since it is a 2D game, finishing the story probably won't take very long, and you will soon be able to hand the controller of Deimos to your friend. Regarding reviews, not all major websites have published their final scores yet because the game was recently released. However, early reviews and user scores place the game around 75 out of 100. This score suggests that Sons of Sparta is among the weaker entries in the God of War series. Not because it is a bad game, but because previous titles like God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok received exceptionally high ratings, making this one look less impressive in comparison. Finally, here is my personal conclusion. If you are a fan of the God of War series and love the main character Kratos, you should definitely give this game a try because it is made for you. However, if you are new to the series or not familiar with its story, you might feel unsure about the game after a few minutes of playing. Games in this style require focus and patience, similar to classic side-scrolling titles like Streets of Rage. If you generally do not enjoy the Metroidvania genre, even if you are a God of War fan, this game might disappoint you early on. It is not the best entry point to get used to this genre, and you may want to try lighter and more beginner-friendly titles first. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. See you in the next video. Goodbye.